and welcome to At the Bar with Podcast. Tonight we have our podcast friend in studio, John Bergstrom. How's it going, John?
I am well. Hello, everyone.
Johnny! After that long silence.
Yes.
What's going on, John?
It was quite an ordeal getting the podcast running apparently today.
Yeah. If it's got
technology.
Yeah.
if it's got tits, tires, or a hard drive, it's going to give you trouble. That's a fact.
Fact.
Hey, so
Then I'm fucked.
So I found this story. We're going to start off with something stupid. Two teenagers who urinated. So this is like right up your area, Stacy.
Two teenagers.
Although this comes out of China, but not Japan. I know you have Japan heritage,
Okay.
but so two 17-year-old teenagers in Shanghai took turns to stand on a table and film themselves urinating into a cooking vessel at an eatery in Shanghai before posting the video online. The pair were both 17, and check this out, they're named Wu and Tang.
The Wu-Tang Clan.
Wu-Tang!
But here's the
Hell
question.
yeah.
Here's the question I have right off the bat.
Sweet wood, you take.
Why is it right up my alley? Is it just because I'm Asian?
Comes from, it's your culture, I think.
Oh, it's my culture. I just wrote a story about this.
So yeah, Wu
Wow.
and Tang
Theme have been
went
in
viral.
Wow.
Not only were they fined like 270,000, whatever you call that in China.
Yan.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, so 270 of those,
what is that?
1,000 of those, and then this restaurant actually had to. I don't know. This must have been a huge pot of food. The chain refunded more than 4,000 affected dine-in orders and gave each customer extra compensation worth 10 times more what they paid.
My food tastes like pee.
Wow.
So it's hot pot is a dish of broth kept simmering in a pot by a heat source on the table. That's what it was. And it's served with meats and vegetables. And in this case, 17-year-old Wu-Tang piss.
So it's a pea pot.
instead of a hot pot.
Oh, my God.
Cheers,
Because
Brett.
all
on
the
this
hard work
deal.
that he just put himself
All right,
through.
Lancha.
Salancha.
All right.
Wow.
Patrick, cheers to
Here.
you, buddy.
Cheers.
You know what? I
And
decided on
Gene's
your
over here.
behalf, I'm going to have some drinks tonight.
Gene's
I
over
wasn't
here.
going
Thank you,
to,
Gene.
Yay,
Thank you.
Patrick.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Stacy,
Cheers,
Patrick, John.
So we got John here, and John's drinking a sparkling ice. What is that?
It's a luxurious grape raspberry zero sugar sparkling ice.
Excellent. So that's,
Nice.
That's why John looks so good, and we look haggard and worn.
Those are my favorite. Those are good,
Yeah.
Well, it's got vitamins and antioxidants. So
and
I'm
it's
feeling
good
pretty
with
about
vodka
that.
too.
So,
Yeah.
Easy.
yeah. go
This
ahead.
one's for you. I know you asked every time. I
Golden
usually drink
s-
my cider,
Golden State
I-
cider.
but I
Ra-
found they've
radical-
got radical pineapple.
Ooh.
It's not bad.
Wow.
Oh,
And,
good. Radical pineapple. So you're turning
Is it
radical, on
radical?
us? Oh, that's right. You're from California. You're already radical.
Rad. Already rad, bruh.
Oh, my God.
Woo! Dig. First of all, the amount of work that Brett has had to put into this is quite amazing. So all of you that decide that if you want to decide to do a podcast,
Yeah.
okay, you should have your sanity in check and
And wear a helmet. Wear a helmet.
Yeah.
wear
Have some
Well,
deep
you know,
pockets, too.
when it comes to podcasting, though, I mean, the thing is, you really need to have some AV experience in some form or another. And when I was playing in a rock and roll band and stuff like that, I got to learn a lot of
And anger management.
anger management as well. Yes, to put things together. But you know, the audio side is something that it's a little bit more daunting than the video side. You have so much stuff here.
and it was a cable.
Cables.
It was a cable, but it was
a
how many
cable.
problems with a cable?
And the hard part is remembering to push the record button when we start.
Oh crap!
Laying cable, always a problem.
Well, yeah. Well, laying cable's not the problem. It's just putting in the cable.
Oh, okay. That's not it.
So can I bum you guys out a little bit?
Yes.
Have we done a
As a-
podcast since Conrad passed?
As
We have not, and I wanted to bring
wait,
that up.
Conrad. What?
So Conrad was the legendary stage manager at First Avenue, I think,
Oh,
since
that's right.
Sverkerson.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
the
right, Conrad.
90s.
Yep.
And he passed away, and he was 66, but he was legendary. Like, everybody knew him.
66.
Oh, 66.
Yes.
If you were ever at First Avenue,
let's
he would
bring
sit
it-
stage left, and he had these huge fucking dreads.
Here's the
And
Conrad.
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
put
we
him
gotta
up.
do one for
Here's
Conrad.
Conrad.
Conrad. Now,
he
cheers, buddy.
he fucking hated my guts, but it's okay.
Yeah,
Why?
I was gonna say, you said he was kind of ornery. Was he kind of ornery person?
Yeah, he was actually. He was very A lot of people loved
Particular.
him and had a different side, but if I showed up, I'm like, "Hey, I'm Patrick from 93X. I'm going to do a stage announcement," and he'd be like, "You know,
Yeah.
you go wait over there. Go wait over there." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, because he
And
was
then he
the
would just be
stage
like-
manager. It was his stage. So, I mean,
Yeah.
you just had to.
There was a story.
Gotta
Some
go with
band
it.
had gotten drunk before they went on, and they asked him, "Hey, can we get another case of beer?" And he said, "If you fuck up anything on my stage, it's coming out of your ass." And then he went and got him the beer. So he just let him know, if you guys are gonna slam around and break shit.
Was he
you're
one of those?
fucking
Was he
fucked.
one of those guys that never had a smile on his face?
Oh, he was always smiling, though.
Oh, was he?
I mean, at one time, he had dreads that were down to the sidewalk. And
Yeah.
he was probably 6 feet tall. But Conrad, when I worked at O'Donovan's, Conrad would come in quite a bit, and we got to know Conrad really well, and he was a hell of a guy. He really was.
When he wasn't working.
Well, I mean, and he'd come over. Hey, Conrad, can I come and see the show tonight when I get off work? Yeah. Here's a wristband or something. But he'd just go pound on the door. He'd pound on the door because they had a security guard there, and he had a list. Yep, you can come in and you go. So he had his own guest list and stuff like that. But he would let us from O'Donovan's come in. And I suppose I can say it now, but I don't think Conrad ever paid for a drink at O'Donovan's.
Oh,
So.
well, that's what you do.
and
You help. Everybody helps each other out, don't they?
Well, and that was one of the things. I mean, Dermot, the owner, just the things that he did for Dermot's staff. Dermot wanted him taken care of, and it went both ways.
that's
So,
good.
but Conrad, just heartbreaking.
Do we know how he died?
I
He's
don't
young.
know.
It's got to be cancer, right? Something like that.
Well,
I think it was
be
sudden. Like, I don't
any number of
think it was-
things, couldn't it be? I mean, like
It could
embolism,
be, yeah.
aneurysm.
But it's heartbreaking because he was just so well known and loved by everyone. And
It was
it's
kind
hard
of
to
crazy because, just like today, and I'll get into that in a second. When you went on Facebook, you saw everybody in town that knew him or was in a band, checking in and giving a Conrad story or a thumbs up. But then I was seeing like bands like the Goo Goo Dolls were saying, "We just learned about this fucking guy," and the Metro in Chicago, their marquee said, "Rest easy, Conrad." So it was like national, like bands that have played First Avenue many times were affected by it. So
Would you hear about it on Facebook? Because you were.
so
about it
today I realized I've got 1,100 Facebook friends, and I pretty much know everybody, but I just realized about 700 of those are probably musicians and bands, because my whole timeline was just full of people paying tribute to Joe Spanbauer. Now, if you know who Joe Spanbauer is, he passed away this morning, but that was expected. He was terminal. He had cancer. They just had a gig for him on September 28th, and it would have been nice to go back, but it was my daughter's birthday that day, so I could not. But I didn't realize he was going to pass away so quickly after the last tribute show. So we took the Ozzy road out, which is total Joe Spanbauer. So, but yeah, everyone. And if you didn't know Joe, he was a legendary technician. He was a musician. He was a stage manager as well, I believe. But if you walked in and you saw Joe Spanbauer behind the audio board, you knew you were going to have a great sounding show. And so everybody loved the shit out of that guy for that reason. And then on top of it, he was just awesome.
Yeah, we're at that age, aren't we? Everybody,
Yeah.
we used to go to graduation parties, then we went to weddings, and we went to baby showers, and now it's.
I'm not finding this very
I mean, but tomorrow's my
Thanks for coming, John.
40th,
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank
40th
you guys.
class reunion.
Just
So-
the encouragement.
40th.
Are you going,
Yes, I'm going to go. It's down the street.
Mounds View? Yeah.
Yeah,
Where
Mounds
are you
View.
guys? Where's
Flaherty's Arden Hill Bowl.
Flarities.
Flarities.
Ah.
They have
So
the
I-
best pizza.
Oh, they do. They have fantastic pizza.
We had ours at the Best Western. We're what
This is a reunion.
our 40th
Yeah,
reunion.
40th.
I just had my 40th reunion. Brett's now having his.
Yeah.
Irondale, Mounds View.
Ah,
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's getting to be that age. It was nice. It was fun. I saw a lot of people at. So you guys expecting a big turnout?
Yeah. Well, they said there's going to be about 100 people. I don't know.
Are you going to bring your pom poms?
No.
you'll wear glitter.
Are you gonna
Yeah.
bring, wait, no, here's the real question. Are you gonna bring your wife?
Yeah, you got to wear the school
I
colors.
asked Jean to come with, so we'll see if she's going to come with.
Well, I said I'm not going to go unless Kelly goes, and I don't know if she's going.
Our friend Bob, his girlfriend Kelly is one of Jean's good friends, and Jean's like, I just don't want to be there and not know anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So
And John, your 50th must
you-
be coming up pretty soon, huh?
That's
Oh,
That'll be a while.
John,
45.
after tonight's experience, John is going to go home and end himself.
I am
think,
just.
because
I
we
am
just
going to
started
jump
off
out a
on this morbid
window.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna dive off of the lift bridge over in Stillwater and go out with a big.
He's going to jump
Well,
off
yeah.
a window in the basement.
We'll try to keep it light going forward. But so
Yeah.
out of Mounds View, Irondale, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
would be like your token celebrity from that school?
Bukestad.
Like, Bukestad, yeah. He
Yeah.
just played against the Wild last night. He's on
Yeah.
St. Louis still.
Yep.
Yeah, he was always one of our stars, I guess.
Yeah. Who else?
Ba-dum-bum.
That was
Stars.
Stars.
Any
Anybody?
musicians or actors or anybody that kind of
Well, we have. Well, obviously,
Yeah,
I
you
graduated
can snot
with Doug Peterson, which is now Kane Peterson.
Yeah.
That's who I graduated with.
Oh, so yeah,
Yeah,
Kane.
Kane,
From
yep.
He was a
He
DJ
actually-
93.7
Yeah.
The Edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he went out to New York and did the Howard Stern station for a bit, and he's still.
He
out there
actually
in Jersey
commented on
doing
one
his
of
thing.
my posts on Facebook,
Yeah,
which is the
I
first
saw that.
time. Yeah, the first time he's ever commented. And I'm like, wow, nice to see you again.
That guy,
It's been a while.
so great at radio, but he did some other stuff too. And actually, he was one of Carrie Bradshaw's boyfriends in an episode of Sex and the City.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And he was like a stoner comic book store owner.
Oh god.
I think he was like in one episode where it was like turned out to be like a one nighter, and she's like, "I can't believe I'm dating a comic book guy."
So he likes plastic. Body parts.
Yeah.
Or latex, something like that.
Something like that.
But yeah, God, it's been. We've had some tremendous weather here in Minnesota. Beautiful weather, and John's been out on
I've been doing my paddleboarding.
Paddleboarding.
Pretty much every
That's all
day
he
during
does.
the 80s degree
I thought you
weather.
had a kayak.
God, you know what,
Mm.
Patrick? I'm sitting here with two retired guys. How's that?
Retarded guys? I didn't think they were. I mean, that's
Yay.
mean. You can't say
Well, look
retarded
at
anymore.
yeah, you're right, Patrick. 'Cause you
Retired.
can't even read.
God, these guys don't
breast
even work, and now
Yeah.
three
I'm
of us.
semi-retired. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I may go
Patrick,
back.
you
I don't
can't
know.
read Brett's shirt. That means he's retarded.
That's we. Todd did. We is my first name. Todd is my
So-
middle.
His
Did.
shirt says Yezab bro.
Yeah, it's Guardians of the Galaxy. It means grinding gears.
Well, we've been doing that before the podcast.
Yeah,
for
a lot
about
of-
an hour. So I think we have that going for us.
That's why you were in the bathroom so long.
Yeah.
Crying.
Yeah, weeping openly.
The dog was pawing at the door with his claws. He's like, "Help him!"
Anything fun going on in California there, Patrick?
Just we got this
Wait.
vote no, vote yes special election coming up. So it's dumb. It's so divisive. I mean, talk about a 50-50 issue. So Gavin Newsom said since Trump wants to do some things in Texas and add congressional seats, they're legit gerrymandering that
Yeah.
to offset it. So they're
Yeah.
actually making blue. They're adding like 5 blue, districts in the counties that they know are going to be blue, and it's like that's like illegal. They're gerrymandered stuff already. So, but anyway.
We should have a podcast or something about with Gen Z speak or Gen
Oh yeah.
yeah. What
So,
was
like,
that?
So no, I saw this clip too. Like low key, we should totally do that. My daughters now
Yeah.
they start out sentences with like low key. I kind of want to go to the library.
Yeah, I know.
And yeah, and all the skibbity. Oh, that's so skibbity.
Did you watch that video I sent you?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And
it's like, God,
and as
we
a
gotta do this.
teacher, as a former teacher, actually I'll say former teacher, man, the kids, the way they speak, I was like, that's a new language.
Yeah, it slaps.
So, what do you?
It slaps.
It's so cap.
Ooh,
It slaps. It's slay,
I like getting slapped.
bruh. Yeah, kids are calling their parents bro and bra now. It's like,
Sweet. That's
Whoa.
respectful.
Well, they call me bra all the time, bruh.
what happens when you stop hitting your kids? They start disrespecting you.
So
problem.
who here at the bar needs a bro instead of a bra?
Oh,
Bruh.
Bra is kind of
it
a
got
south.
silent all of a
Well,
sudden.
it's also
Whoa.
used in Hawaii. Bra is used in Hawaii all the time. Hey,
Clavy-
bra.
I could
Clavy
use
was
an A
over.
cup, actually.
Yeah.
yeah. But I wanted
But,
to bring that up. We all remember the toe video.
Yeah.
The toe in the jar.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
And the guy that had it was over at my house. I was asking him, how did the toe get into the jar?
Yeah.
And he had said his dad, he had cancer and he had chemotherapy, and it did something to his circulation, and it cut off his circulation to his lower limbs, and they had to cut off of his toe because it.
Turn black.
Yeah. So
Take a couple of things.
yeah. And then he was at the doctor's office. Like, can I have that? And the doctor's like, yeah, sure. Gave
He
it to
actually
him.
asked for it.
Yeah. And then
Maybe he wanted to use it
Well,
as a thumbprint
his-
when he got arrested or
his nephew
something.
put it in formaldehyde and put it into a jar. So I was going to try
I
to
had
have
a
him
hip
on today.
replacement. I had a hip replacement, and they wouldn't let me keep it. So I don't know. That sucks. I kind of wanted my old mangled ball of a hip joint.
Make a trophy out of it.
Put it on a mount on a wall, just like you shot a deer or something.
You had a
That's
hip.
my hip. Shot it
Yeah, I
in
got a hip
Montana.
replacement.
Did you really? Because what they do is they take that prosthetic and they pound it into the what's that soft part in the middle of
Fem-
the
Yeah, it's
bone?
like the marrow part of
the
the
marrow
femur.
part. They pound
Yeah.
it in and
Yep, and they pound it.
and they pound it.
It's pretty violent. No, it's like pretty
They
much
do.
remove your freaking leg from your body, and then put the new ball in, and then they got to put the socket hip. And now I feel it in my left hip a little bit. So I've just got really shitty history with arthritis. in my
Welcome
family,
to
so
old ager.
You still got an opportunity to put it in a jar. So
That's what I'm hoping. My next one.
Well, so
Maybe we'll do it live. We'll do a podcast.
Yeah, podcast live. We got to get Clavy over here
Yeah.
with the toe.
Oh, did we do
With the
that?
toe.
Oh,
Yes,
do you
we're
guys
doing
want to
it.
see that? Do you guys want to see Clavy come bring the toe over?
yeah, I want to. I'm getting my microscope. I have a microscope.
'Cause I think
You got-
I'm sure
if you
there's
guys-
people that.
If you guys want a toe, I can get you a fucking toe. Nail polish and everything. Yeah, I can get you a toe. I can get you a fucking toe.
That's right. You live in
it puts
California.
the lotion on its
that-
skin, or it will get the
No,
toe
that
again.
wasn't that the Big Lebowski?
Big Lebowski.
Was
yes,
that what
in
it
the
was?
cafe. He's like, I'll get
Put
you
the
a fucking
lotion
toe.
in the basket.
No, you didn't say it.
It puts the lotion in the basket. Put the lotion in the basket.
I like when he gets all frustrated. Put the lotion in.
It puts the lotion in the basket.
the actor that did that, he said he regrets doing that role because he never got work after that.
He became a famous actor.
He picked
Right.
up that role, and after that, he didn't.
No, he did a lot of movies.
He
He
did
did
a lot
it
of
so
movies, but a
well.
lot of B flicks. He
Oh.
wasn't getting the A flick movies that he was normally.
Yeah.
in.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But he's like, yeah, after that, I was fucking Buffalo Bill, and no one wanted to touch me.
That was
But
the
he
apogee
wanted
of
to
his
touch
career.
everybody else.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
he got a lot of bad guy roles after that, though.
Yeah.
He could
And it-
he
and
could
it-
only date large women that he picked up in
Well.
his van.
What do you
Well, and his commercials were all about lotion.
No, 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 they weren't.
Oil
Lubriderm.
of Olay.
She's all leopardy today.
So,
Got the Celine Dion.
Yeah, so
top
Celine
on
Dion.
today.
so I look good. So too bad.
Well, you always
He
look
looks
good.
good, yeah.
You always look good. It's just that it looks like you were going to go out clubbing.
Well, you should see when I go out clubbing.
The type to go club baby seals. I
Yeah.
don't know what you guys are talking about. It's the only clubbing she does.
No, I wear those around my neck.
She's a nasty woman. She's very nasty. I've never tried a Trump. before.
Oh, yeah. Well,
that was-
suck
that was more like Marlon Brando.
Brando, that looked
Yeah,
like that's
more
like,
Brando-esque.
yeah,
nasty.
Rick Fay is going to be up
Rick
in the
Fay,
first.
that's going to be exciting,
Yeah.
especially
Rick Fay.
especially for me. I'm excited because Rick Fay has been like a name in martial arts
Yeah.
since I can remember.
Yeah.
You know, and it's really, he's a big name. I mean,
Huge.
everyone that's in martial arts, mixed martial arts, everyone knows this guy
All over the world.
all over the world. He's phenomenal. I mean, it's synonymous with Bruce Lee and Danny Inosanto. Just, you know, people who are in martial arts know the name, and they're, I mean, so to me, it's like having the president of the United States coming into my bar,
Yeah.
having him on.
so
So this is a big deal.
Yeah,
for
let me tell you a little story about that. It's really funny because I was in Japan visiting my family, and it was kind of funny because I was like getting restless to train because I was there for a while. I've been there for like 3 weeks. Oh, at this time I was only there for a week and a half or two, and I was taking a elevator down, and I saw a sign, a poster that said Jeet Kune Do or Kali. I'm like, what is this about? So I wrote down the
Is this
number.
in Japanese
This
writing?
is, yeah, it's
or-
all Japanese writing, but you know, you obviously see JKD. And so I told my cousin Risa, I said, we got to find this place and check it out. I want to go to this class. And so she brought me over there. We came to class, and I said, okay, this is why I don't want you to say anything about me. Just say that I've trained martial arts and I do train this stuff. You don't have to say anything. Okay, because I didn't want her to tell him I was an instructor and I'm who I'm with. When I walked into the thing, there's a picture of Dan Inosanto on the wall. I'm like, yeah, this is kind of my place. So, and they were talking for a long time to get me to be able to train. Is like, does he know martial arts? And it's like, yeah. So I went in and I started training with him, and then they're all looking at me really funny, going, "Who is this guy?" And then
looks German.
the owner,
looks German.
the owner goes up, runs right back up to Risa, starts talking to him, and then Risa tells him who I was and who my instructor is, Rick Fay, and they all knew who Rick Fay was, and by the end of the class, I was teaching the class. So that was
Of course you are.
well,
of
they
course
asked me, it's
you
like,
were.
will you show me that? Will you show me this? Will
in
you show-"
broken Japanese.
Yeah, and it was kind of fun because I met a lot of great friends. I actually went back there and did some teaching with them and
Right.
and work with them. So it was just kind of a funny story that I met a lot of people through Rick Fay because he's so well known, and obviously Dan Inosanto and being an instructor under him.
Well, it's not just the technique, but you have to learn the language though too, right?
Well,
Or
yeah,
the certain
Well,
words and
Stacy
Well,
knows the language from a mother to a boy, though.
Yeah,
So it's a
yeah,
little
yeah,
bit
yeah.
of a
No, well, Japanese people have to. They all take English in school,
So, like,
it's part of it.
college or something.
No,
'Cause
no,
in
all through
Philippines, they
no,
do it in
no,
college.
all through school, through
no shit.
yep, elementary,
Was
high
he-
school. You take
Was he known as Muay Thai Rick?
Muay Thai Rick.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Because
Then not everybody knows who Rick Fay is because I just texted my friend who's in the UFC and he has no idea who the fuck.
well,
we're talking
how about this? Ask your friend if he knows who Greg Nelson is.
Mm.
And
Okay.
so Greg Nelson became more of the UFC thing because he trained Brock Lesnar and Rose Namajunas for a little bit, and also Sean Shirk. So he went the UFC route. So Rick primarily stayed college, JKD, in that sense. So in our martial arts systems, we branch off in all different directions, and the Muay Thai is that's one of the aspects.
And these are called systems, right?
Yeah.
yeah. So this is different systems and so forth. So if he'll know who that is, or even Eric Paulson's in California right now. He teaches out there. His school's out there. So but just because you're in Muay Thai is just one system.
And there's a lot. I mean, like the system I'm in is Subak-do. I started out in Chung-Mu-Kwan, which is kind of similar Chinese and Korean application, but I then moved on to Subak-do, which is akin to Taekwondo.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you have different aspects. I mean, they're very similar to Taekwondo, but different and much different than Jeet Kune Do or Kali Jiu-Jitsu. So I mean, there's so many different.
Yeah, it's really funny. So when you talk about martial arts and you ask somebody if they know who Dan Inosanto is and they don't know, then I'm like, well, you're not doing your martial history.
You were right about the Greg Nelson. So yeah, UFC. He said some really snarky shit back to me, like, "That's a stupid fucking question."
Oh, what an asshole!
Okay,
No,
he
wasn't being an asshole.
Yeah,
But
so Greg Nelson,
he's formerly a 93X guy as well, but he does UFC broadcasting.
So
he goes, that's like asking me if I know Remy Maxwell.
Yeah. So Greg Nelson is a student of Rick Fay. So I've also trained with Greg Nelson.
Yeah. So.
And so there's that lineage. So it just didn't go farther beyond.
So we've also got Paul Rockendorf, as I like to call him, coming up.
Oh, that's going to be awesome! I can't wait for that. Paul Dockendorf.
So he was as part of the. I think he started out as part of the street crew and promotions team, and then actually became a promotions director after some time, and that was like I think 2008 or 9, can't remember, but yeah. So it was been mid to late 2000s there. So he did the promotions director there, and that would be prize fulfillment. You give away stuff and you do that, and then you also like plan concerts, and then you have your crews at the concerts and the events and all of that planning and coordination that goes into that. But his new role, I think it's been 6 or 7 years now, is he's the booking. I don't think he's a booking agent, but he books for Treasure Island Casino. So any national acts that come through Treasure Island. He's got some great stories about Creed that came through last year.
Oh, dude.
Man.
We can get into
our friend Lance King is working Treasure Island Casino tonight.
Yeah.
Lance is there.
Oh, wow.
Yep, he's doing the 70s Magic Sunshine Band's going to be there tonight. John's trying to talk me.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk Stacy into going.
Paul will probably Paul will probably know it because he's probably there right now running things. But yeah, he does all that. And they're kind of like independent. So, he can get into like, how shows are booked. Like Live Nation pretty much owns everything and they just do whatever they do in arenas. But
what's Live Nation?
Casino, he's got the freedom to get people in and all sorts of other, acts. And like if there's a tour date that's open and all the Minneapolis, St. Paul venues are full, they usually turn to Treasure Island because it can handle a good crowd. So, but
nice,
yeah, like
good.
Live Nation and Rose Presents or whatever that used to be, they pretty much.
John and I.
So their promotion.
It's the Ticketmaster live conglomerate that they pretty much handle every tour and they book every arena.
John and I saw Air Supply.
Air Supply.
Air Supply?
I'm not so sure we
Air
should admit
Supply?
to this, but
Oh my God!
You guys hold hands.
Did the singer?
it was a magical night.
But did the
Air
singer?
Supply. That means a bunch of old people are going to show up with.
There were some hot chicks.
No,
there. I'm
but
glad
I mean,
we went.
At the state fair, didn't the guy slide out and then fall off the stage and like break his leg?
Yeah, that
Is
happened.
that true?
Or his arm or his leg or something. The first song slides out off of the stage 20 feet down, and that was it.
And now he's got a toe.
Show over.
I think he broke his toe, and now it's in a jar.
It's now no longer whiskey in a jar. It is
Should
toe in a jar.
Brett, we should actually write a song called "Toe in the Jar."
Oh, we're gonna have to
think-
absolutely.
We can make chat.
Tune down, play hard.
I can get you a toe.
We
Nail
can
polish and everything. I'll get you. I can find a fucking toe.
Oh my God.
We're not going to ask where, but
Patrick,
yeah, that'd be
Patrick. Is there anything
I like
you
big
couldn't
toes,
find?
and I
Is there
cannot
anything?
lie.
Is there anything? Is there anything you couldn't find in California?
No,
At
I
this point?
can't talk about it. I'm not going to say how I get things done.
I could tell you,
Yeah.
but then I'd have to kill you.
Yeah.
You could probably get a little bit of everything there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's dangerously close to the Mexican border, so if you can't get there, maybe a little bit south.
You can get it across the street from here.
Oh God, yeah. Welcome to Minneapolis.
Yeah, we got it all.
We have it all.
Until they pack up and
Until
leave.
we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause everybody's packing up and leaving, and there's no more downtown.
No,
Oh my God!
downtown
It's
is
like,
kind
well,
of-
and I retired as a police officer that worked in downtown Minneapolis.
Yep.
And I would never go there without my gun. period. I mean, it's just it's gotten
we
so
had
bad.
So at our
And now
age,
I can talk about it, but
Yeah,
it's gotten
yeah.
so bad that I would not want to go down there without
our age,
something.
so people, you guys realize this. If you're our age in the upper 50s, 60s, we had the best run of Minnesota. Right?
We did, yeah.
I mean, it was
believe
the
so.
greatest of all the nightclubs that we had that were going on. Everywhere was a nightclub. So we had Streamers right down the road. We had Cattle Company. What else did we have?
We've had to talk about it. Which one do you want to go to? What do?
I mean, there's so many different places. We had clubs everywhere.
Everywhere.
Back in the day, I mean, remember it was Joe Sensors in Bloomington.
Yeah, yeah.
Then they had
We had
whatever
everything.
what was that steakhouse? That was the big one.
Oh.
And they always had a party going on.
Mr. Steak.
Mr.
No,
Yeah. We'll have the sirloin and a party.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, and they had there was a club everywhere. I
Yep.
mean, a regular
There was.
restaurant turned into a
It was
club
Oh,
after
yeah.
7:00.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody danced.
Everybody
It
wants
used to be a great town.
Yep.
For that.
It was awesome.
And then why do you still live there?
My plan is to be debt free when I retire, and have an RV, and that'll be it. I've got 2 pensions and Social Security, and I think that'll be enough. I'm just gonna hit the road, man.
Well,
I'll probably end up at some swampy trailer park in Florida, but whatever.
Well, they got they have it's a whole culture, so I've been kind of studying it, and it just looks kind of like the Jack Kerouac kind of thing. And it doesn't cost too much to outfit a van if you do it right, and you don't just have to spend a ton of money. Hey, I mean, I'm still considering it. It's just, I'm apparently going to be a grandpa coming up here, and that puts a little bit of a change into things. But
Yeah.
I'm still really highly considering this.
I mean, it's,
There's a lot of YouTubers that do their van life. You can find
you
out.
just drive around and you just go
Park in my
wherever you wanna
kid's
go.
driveway, Hey,
Yeah. Yes,
Steal the
Dad, here.
grandkid, take off.
take off. Amber alert. Amber alert.
Yeah, I'm gonna borrow my grandkid for a month. We'll see ya.
My grandson, haven't seen him.
You're gonna be a grandpa. How's that feel?
I don't know. I'm still kind of in shock. It's going to be fun, I think. I don't know. I'm trying to decide how I'm going to be a good role model. That's,
Yeah.
But I'm really
No. You have to be a bad role model because you have to be a bad influencer. Really, just like give them the real deal.
This is just cocaine, son. You'll enjoy it. There's a little meth.
No,
I'll grow my beard out like
no.
bad meth Santa.
Yeah.
That's how mine is growing in now. I mean, if people can see this, let me pull this out of the way.
Yeah, Brett, what is that?
It's got it going
That-
on.
Bad Santa goatee.
You know what that resembles? It resembles an old Chinese man. Actually, you've been in Subak-do too long.
If you could,
It's like,
if you
wow.
could snatch this cow dung from my hand, you may leave this
If you
place.
grab the pebble, I will kick you in the balls and laugh at you hysterically. And it's going to look like this. It's going to be, if you snatch the pebble
From my hand.
from my hand, I will in the balls. Ah! Ah! Stacy knows that movie. Too.
Yeah, I know that movie. I've seen that one, and
It's a great
I
movie.
have it all memorized. Welcome back,
Sorry, I just
Patrick.
got back.
Oh, you missed
I had
the
to
whole
adjust-
the whole Japanese, Chinese, Korean movie scene that we just did.
Yeah,
It
I heard a bunch of laughing
It was.
through my headphones, but
Oh man,
I had to go adjust my lighting. And
we
then,
are so getting canceled after this.
Yeah, it's probably best to have a guest in a
But it-
plan.
Yeah,
you know,
edit your way around
Yeah,
most
well,
of this,
you know.
right? You can just kind of chop it out.
it's kind of fun to just freelance it here and just talk about anything.
Remind me
Well,
of Ric
but that's-
Flair.
But that's the whole thing. I mean, our podcast is about us, and then when we have a guest on, it's a bonus.
Hey,
but-
you know what? I haven't asked you this. Have we had any guests or any people? I'm not guests, but people that have watched make comments or anything like that, or email you or any of that?
There's been comments.
Has there been?
I think the toe was big,
Well,
wasn't it?
The toe was big. We've already had. I mean, for
No,
a small podcast like us,
Yeah.
It's 2,100 views, which is a big deal. For people that don't know, when you're perusing through YouTube, for us, we've had 19,000 views on our videos in less than a month. That's big, and it's big thanks to the people that are watching.
So it's all me.
So thank you.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
But overall, we've
Mr. 1,100 followers.
we've had 22,000 views on our videos. So
That's
I mean, it's people are get us, and they're starting to watch, and it's a great thing. So,
Patrick, I have more friends than you on Facebook.
I don't know. I got 1,100, but they're pure people I know. It's like
I
I had
have
3,300 at one point, and I was like, I gotta axe all these people.
No, I have 1,400,
especially-
but I know everybody that's on there.
I got-
Every
I got-
single
yeah,
person.
okay.
I got
But we're just
250 that I've
magnetic.
never met.
Some guy called me fat on Twitter the other day, and his profile, he followed 3 people, and it had no followers and no profile picture.
Mr.
And I was
Troll.
like,
and his
I was
name
just
is
like-
the other fat guy.
Yeah. The troll.
The
I'm
troll.
just like, okay, you're fucking pathetic. Like, I just laughed my ass off, and I'm like, oh, it's a nobody.
You have
literally.
3 friends.
Yeah,
dude,
No,
you're
they were
not even
following 3
fat.
people.
That's what's funny.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
you're not even.
yeah,
fat.
So
I've
how
had-
many of you guys have gotten the Facebook request or the messenger? They contact you and say, you come up on my feed and
I've seen that about 4
beautiful,
times
hot
now.
beautiful Asian woman.
Yeah.
So
they
then
pop up.
you click on it to
And
see
they,
it,
and they
and
got
it's
like
like
5 friends,
Yeah.
it's-
and they just
No
started it
followers.
the other day.
Yeah.
They-
well, the one that I get, it's just like going, oh, it's like, it's just somebody that
Just joined.
there's 3 people that I know that follow this person. You click on it, and then it's like,
and
Yeah.
why is it that every
pictures, and I'm like, no.
So when I'm scrolling, so like every third one goes to a scantily clad woman. Or
right, that's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. But this one is like hardcore,
I know.
meh, and it's like, oh, I'm just no.
Where does it
no.
start and where does
Yeah.
it end?
That's
Kind
some
of
guy
one
in
of
the
those
Middle
ones.
East that
I-
wants to date you and
I'm-
get your credit card information before she flies over.
I'm really, really sad about the algorithm.
I don't know how many times I've run and got gift cards. I'm tired of it.
There's
them
videos
gift cards,
online,
like-
the guys that are scamming the scammers. It's
Oh,
so
I
funny.
love that.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
Yeah.
What is this guy? What was that name? He'll tap into the video feed. Their video feeds.
Oh yeah. He's
Yeah.
so good. He can reverse.
Yes, and
engineer
he's
the
like,
video
and he
capability.
knows their real names. And he'll go in and say, "Yeah, I know I'm talking to you right now. I can see that you're wearing a blue shirt."
Yeah,
Oh, then
tell
they
the guy.
freak out, and then
I
they
know.
like, shut
Then
the place
they're
down
looking
and move
around.
out.
Yep.
I love that.
Because it's against the law in
Yep.
India. And in India, the laws are so harsh that these guys will spend like literally the rest of their lives in jail.
Yeah. Yep.
So they don't even they freak out when that stuff happens.
Yeah,
but-
I heard like in Dubai, it is so serious that you can have a Lamborghini and leave it unlocked with the keys in it. No one's going to touch it.
yeah, that's
Like-
true.
Sounds like North Minneapolis.
Well, yeah, but in Dubai, somebody gets in it and goes like, "Why isn't it?" Oh, wrong Lamborghini. They get out.
Yeah.
and the other guy walks up and he's
It
like
was
going,
the silver
"Whoa."
one.
"Oh, sorry, I think I was just in your Lamborghini."
There's a
Yes.
lot of people
No
that-
need for the beheading. It was a simple accident.
There's a lot of abandoned Lamborghinis there too. With people like dipping out of the country.
Well, yeah, but
Because
that's the thing. If you can't make the payments on the vehicle, it's such a serious crime. You spend 10, 15 years in prison if you don't make the payments on the things that you purchase.
Did you hear about that woman that yelled at
but-
the police or whatever? She's like, "Ah!" She just like had a fit, and then they put her in jail for it.
Yeah, oh yeah. They don't mess around. In fact, I mean, if you can't make the payments, you go to jail, then they repo the vehicle and they turn it into a police car, and that's why they have Lamborghinis and Ferraris. And,
Watch your head. Watch your head.
Here's all I have to say. Being a person that has citizenships in 2 countries, half Japanese, please, if you go to another country, please do not be American. Please be whatever country you're in, because
Yeah, be that.
be that,
Yeah.
you know, when
But
in
that's what's
Rome,
weird
do as the
about
Romans do.
The
But
United
you have-
States, nobody comes here and does that. You know, they
Yeah.
come
Right.
here and they just act a fool sometimes.
Yes,
I'm not saying
exactly.
all, but It's
True.
like God, because
people try to
set
bring
it up
their
so like you can have anything you want. America's free, you know. So they
they
come
bring
over
their
and,
country
you know,
here. They bring their country
Yeah.
here, but
Yeah.
don't bring us to them, because if you go to Japan, please do not litter. Please be respectful of everything. Please be quiet and don't be loud. Do not talk on the
Respectful.
be respect. Well, it's not even that, because respectful in the United States means something completely different in
Yeah.
Japan.
Oh, sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Our respect means different. People don't talk on the subways, on the trains or anything. You're quiet. It's completely
Right.
quiet.
They do that
When
in
you
Norway too.
Yeah.
And Norwegians
Wow.
won't even actually share a seat with you. They sit on the outside and have their
Wow.
window seat for their bag or whatever. But you can't even sit next to somebody in Norway or they'll get pissed off.
This is Japanese. My aunt, I would walk with her to the grocery store every day. The last time I went, and she's 80 years old. We're walking down the streets, and there's a little weed coming up from a crack in the road, and she picks it. That's
Wow.
the way they
Cool.
are. There's no
So, but
garbage, there's no litter anywhere.
If you go to Shanghai though, can you pee in a pot of broth? That's, or do you have to be named Wu or Tang to do that?
You have to be
Wu-Tang!
It reminds me
Oh
of
my
Tang.
God.
Remember Tang? You mix it up. The Tang.
the orange tank.
Yeah, Wu Tang. Tasty.
Oh my God.
So
I forget what
so
comedian it was that he had a story about a friend of his, and she was like, "I have this weird thing, but I don't want to get into it." And there was like, "No, talk about it. It's like this weird thing that like if you were part of a celebrity, or if you had a like a wish about a celebrity," and hers was. I want to blow I shouldn't even say this. Never mind. I want to blow every member of the Wu-Tang Clan. And it was like, the comedian was like, oh,
why
great.
would she even say that?
great goal.
Oh
and
my
then I
God.
think he said, I think she actually did it and felt bad about herself.
She's an achiever.
Oh,
Oh my God. I gotta.
well, she was either a stripper or a porn star, or both.
Groupie.
Oh yeah. So it was
Sweet Sweet Connie.
It was Bill Burr. So you can search it if you just go Wu Tang Clan story comedian. It will pop up and you can watch the short. But it's hilarious. Yeah, and Bill Burr probably delivers it much better than
Bill Burr's great.
yeah. He's starting to get a little flaky and weird, but
They all do. Everybody does.
yeah. Well, Jimmy Carr is one of my favorite. He's actually going to be in town here soon. Tom Segura was just here. It's another one of my favorites. But yeah, I don't know. I watched a Netflix show. It was a female comedian, and she was out of Texas, and she just kind of wasn't really funny. And so I watched about a third of it, and I stopped. And then I saw this other suggestion from Netflix saying, you might like this. And so I watched it. It was the same chick, but 7 years ago. It was like, she had a 25 episode comedy special, and then she had one in 2017. About third of the way into that, she starts doing the exact same material. I'm like, what? Because I heard the joke, and I was like, oh, that's the same fucking chick. So you've got a comedian doing specials on Netflix that they're recycling 8-year-old comedy bits. I'm like, no wonder I didn't like this woman. It was awful. And any comedian will tell you nowadays, it's standard to do a show and you move on and you get another bit of material
Constantly
for
writing
like a
new-
whole year.
Constantly
But-
writing new stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it's like,
yeah.
I mean, I couldn't even imagine being a comedian these days. Just
Oh yeah,
by-
and that's another thing too, is we got Rudy Povich, who is a comedian. He's going to be on our show in the future.
See, and that's the one I can't wait
That'd be
for. I mean,
cool.
there's a few I can't wait for. Jim Cunningham
Is Tom Bernard
is
coming?
coming. What's that?
Is Tom Bernard coming? And
Well,
Tracy
we're
Tra-
working on that. Patrick's working on that, and we're working on that.
He's
But
traveling and he's retired.
so
I got to go through his kids. I got to book him through his children. I think so.
Tracy Train.
But- Terry Train.
Terry Train.
oh yep.
Yeah,
Terry Train.
she's coming. She probably after her. She's got an orchard, so she's super busy this time of year. So
She's an orchard now.
yeah, she's Lusaline Orchard. They've
Yeah.
got
Wow.
anything you can imagine out there. They've got aminals, and they've got the apples, and they got all sorts of stuff. So if you haven't been to Lusaline Orchard, you should.
Can you
I think
guys-
it's out by
Can you
Delano.
guys book Chucker? Remember the Chuckster?
Yeah,
Yeah,
John
no, he's also on
Lessman.
our short list. I've
That'd be
asked
fun,
him-
man.
Yeah, I've asked him, and he's given me the rock star brush off, but I think we'll get him on.
I like when he messes up people's names. It's awesome.
Aren't we getting the Anger on here too?
Oh yeah. You brought up Don Anger.
Don
yeah.
Anger, yeah, the KQ92.
Oh,
He's a Mounds View guy as well. Get
Really?
it? Yes.
He's a Mounds View guy?
He's a local guy, and I am gonna make sure that we can get him on because he's part of that KQ thing, and I really want to kind of talk about, get some KQ people on and talk about, the transition from a great radio station to
To whatever it is.
I don't even know what it is. I mean, Jack FM, which is the bottom of the barrel, is still above KQ right now. But what happened? And talk about the good times because I remember when I was a kid, KQ92 was the station. I mean, it really.
And that was a long fucking time.
I know, but and then it went,
everybody.
and then when I got older into college, and then I got older, then 93 kind of brought me up. But KQ was always the station you
They-
listened.
Well, hence the
All
era
the
that we lived through.
Well,
hence the era that we lived is great.
And I can go on for that a little bit, or we could save it for another episode. But
No, let's hear it because I mean
Well,
it's a part of who we are growing up and who we are today. So
And Dave Hamilton was the program director there, and he started in the 80s. He recognized this town needs a morning show. He recognized the lane was open for someone controversial. He got Tom Bernard. He got Terry Train. He got Jeff Passolt. And just the chemistry and the people he put in place for that morning show, just phenomenal. And the way they would add people, Tony Lee, he came and left, and then Philip Wise and Mike Gelfand, the left-leaning, annoying Jewish guy. And then you've got Bob Sansevier from the right side of the aisle going, "Hey, shut up, Stretch, you fucking idiot, man." So you just got to have that. It's, creative differences are awesome on display as long as they don't go to like, I fucking hate this person, and then you can tell that. But so that was the thing. You win the mornings, you win radio because – think about it. You get in your car, you're listening to the radio, and when you get back in your car after an 8-hour shift, your radio's on. So you're getting afternoon and morning show ratings, so it's brilliant in that regard. And so there's so much I can unpack on this. It was also the golden age of radio where the 80s and 90s radio just killed, and then it got killed in, Napster and streaming came along. So but yeah, like 86 through 2001, I mean, radio was pretty much at its golden age.
Hey, question for you. When KQ did those skits, like with Teddy Burns and all those, they did those great skits. Who was behind those?
Are you talking about like the Burnsies?
Yeah, the Burnsy and remember there's a
Burnsy?
series. Yeah, Uncle Burnsy.
Yeah. So some of them were done in house. Like Tony Lee was really good at voices and stuff like that. 93X had one where it had a guy named I don't know his name, but he would call in and be Dennis Green, and he would say really inappropriate shit as the Vikings coach. But that was someone from the outside, and I don't even know who that is. But they used to do Tom Kelly, and I think that was actually Tommy B that would do Tom Kelly because he would just I think they would just talk like this. And he was like, "I'm Tom Kelly because I've always got pseudorac in my mouth. So I would just do this. You just hook on your cheek." So I actually saw him filming that once when I was interning there. But yeah, and then, cool. In the corporate side of radio took over. And by 2010, they were slashing budgets because they couldn't, deliver on their promises for stockholders. And that was pretty much the demise. When I left in 2011, I was probably on the verge of getting cut from, one of those. iHeart just did another cut. So radio is just shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. And once Dave Hamilton got the boot, then the station just went downhill. And then another side of that is we're a bunch of 53, 55-ish guys.
Yep, I'll take that.
Listening to radio in the 80s, but we were in the prime demographic back then. So we were like 18 to 54 is kind of where you want your listeners. So many KQ listeners are now 60, and that's not a sellable ad category. So what they had to do was basically flush what they've always done because they don't. If you don't like KQ, it means it's not for you.
Unless you're marketing, maybe if you're marketing Metamucil or perhaps
depends.
Then depends. Then that's
They
your
got
that all
WCTOs
depends
for
your
that.
demographic.
the
Trojan
big 830.
pulled out.
Yeah, they don't need that anymore.
We need the blue pill.
Yeah.
Get it?
What's that blue pill again?
Get it?
the
They
True
pulled
Blue?
out.
Xanax. Xanax, I think.
The blue pill.
But yeah, I mean, so and then same thing's kind of happening with 93X. I mean, they'll play, they'll play like.
Well, it's like how many
AWOL
people
Nation
actually
and-
listen to actual radio anymore? I mean, people
Yeah,
are listening
and that's
to
also decreasing. It's
people are
bad.
just listening to Spotify and
Apple
podcast
Music
and Apple
and
Music,
and
whatever they
whatever.
want to listen to. You can bring up any song that you want to anytime.
Well, and that's why everybody on Facebook and YouTube, they're throwing out their little mini videos that are 15, 20 seconds
shorts.
of a music clip, and you're like, oh, that's cool. Then you go to Apple Music,
You just bring it up,
you bring it up,
the
you
song
listen
up.
to it, and now you're downloading the album.
But yeah, no. So like, just a lot of things have happened to radio in general. So that's why KQ had when they switched,
Well,
they
mainstream
had to
TV
go
too,
a
yeah.
complete 180 degrees because they weren't just going to tinker and try to keep old KQ listeners. They didn't want that. They need new listeners to the station.
Well, the old KQ listeners are already dead. Well, we're going to their funerals already. What the hell?
Yeah, no. So I mean, the Jack format does super well. Not only in Minneapolis, but all over the place. So I get what they're doing and why they're doing it. And they're just music centric, which is kind of if you're a radio station DJ, you're probably better off talking about life events and things that people can relate with. And they would always kind of get a little, like, don't talk about the band all the time. You sound like a radio or a music nerd, and that's not what people want to listen to. But KQ apparently is leaning into that music nerd stuff, based on the people they hired and the stuff that they do now. So maybe they just think, there's a lane for that. I don't know. But
So, Patrick, do you consider yourself getting old?
getting old?
Yeah.
Me? No.
Did Bosley do that mohawk on your head?
No, that's my landing
No.
strip.
That's a landing strip.
That's my
Oh,
landing strip.
where exactly are you landing with that strip? Oh, God,
This
don't
is
answer.
my vagina, and this is the landing strip.
Okay, sorry I asked. No, that
It's
actually,
2025. I can identify with whatever, wherever, however.
Yeah, this is true, especially in California.
I know,
Yeah.
but are you going to grow it longer, though? Like you did
Mm,
before? He had that sucker like 6, 7, 8 inches high.
I know. Remember when we went with
Yeah.
him to the football games? It was longer. It was like a
It
foot
was,
tall.
It was huge.
So, Patrick, can you get it up like that?
Not without the blue pill.
Yeah, I
Not
was gonna say
without-
not naturally.
Not without the glitter.
Not
Need
without the
glitter
glitter
and
pill.
hairspray. I wonder if glitter and hairspray would work down there just as well.
Oh, God, I got a story about that. I have a
I don't know.
friend-
Does it burn?
There was a friend.
Only when I pee.
There was a friend of a friend, and she said, "Oh, I got a gyno appointment," and so she went into her daughter's bedroom and grabbed like some deodorant feminine spray, and then she goes to the gynecologist, and she's getting examined, and the gynecologist goes, "Oh, aren't we pretty today?" Well, she grabbed her daughter's glitter spray instead of its sanitizing.
Oh my God.
Got the stripper vibe going there, huh?
Yeah, and she was like,
Ew.
"Oh, you look," and she was like, "Oh my God, what?" But she couldn't figure out what she was talking about.
Glitter
Wow.
spray on the vajayjay.
That's like brushing your teeth before going to the dentist.
Well, brushing your teeth with like preparation H before you go.
No, I always
Should
eat
do
a
that
box.
at your
I eat a box
colonoscopy.
of Oreos before I go to the dentist.
Oh my God. Well, speaking of which, Patrick, have you done your colonoscopy?
I have not.
They actually put you out for it now. I
Yeah.
heard that before in the
What?
in the days of yore, they'd never put you out, so you had to like
Yeah.
endure it. But they put me out, and I'm like, oh,
Remember Murph?
Oh,
Yeah, he had family history of it, and he went and got one, and he had like an 8x10 of his colon, and he showed me the inside of his ass. He's like, "Look, man, look how clean that is," and I'm like, "Fuck you, man."
You should just make a
Oh.
poster out of it.
That was from all the
God.
beer that he
What
drank,
kind
like
of friends
24
do-
pack a day.
What kind of friends? do
Yeah,
you
there's
have?
nothing that's gonna just not slide
Wow.
out. Of
Oh
that guy's
God,
colon.
cancer was like, ah,
that's from
Yeah,
the
get me out of here.
blats.
melting.
It's melting.
I'll get one, but I'm putting it off. I'm gonna do the
No,
55-year.
No detection. Early detection is the key.
You should be doing that shit
Hey,
now,
yes.
Patrick.
Hey.
Yeah.
Literally,
You know,
you
everyone
should
that
be
gets
doing
one at
that
50
shit now.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not the
They
butt
clip
stuff.
out-
I'm into butt stuff. That's not the issue.
They
It's
clip
the
out.
whole
They clip out the
36
polyps.
hours before and the drinking the shit
Yeah,
and then
it
sitting on the
sucks.
toilet for 12
Oh,
hours. The day
Dude, you
before.
are on
Oh,
the
it
toilet for
sucks.
12
Not doing
hours. I
Oh.
shit
Fucking
so
doing
much
it.
there was there's nothing left.
I have never
Wow.
spent so much time in the
Okay.
bathroom.
Hey.
I saw every spider web.
All I have to say is drink black cherry, the white or the clear. Gatorade.
No.
Don't drink orange. don't
Oh,
drink
the
red,
green was horrible.
Don't drink
The
any
green was
colors.
bad choice.
Just drink the clear and you'll be okay.
Thank
Yeah.
God, there's a
I've
lot of
had
50 plus people watching this podcast.
I've
So-
been there
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah, and all of them that had a colonoscopy did not have cancer, which
You-
is why
well-
I'm not
well-
gonna fucking
well,
go.
okay.
If I got cancer, I know I have cancer.
Don't they have
Right.
another way to
Well,
do that
yeah,
now
but-
where you
Oh my
like
butt hurt?
don't they have another way to do
Yeah,
that
they have a
where
new
you,
way to do it.
You
It's
poop
not-
in a thing,
Yeah,
Yeah, I did that.
and then
I
you
did that
mail
part.
it.
you poop in
I
a
did.
group?
I pooped in a
guard.
thing and I mailed it, but
Yeah, yeah.
apparently, what all that does is detect if there's like
Can you
blood
imagine
in
if
your
they
stool.
Yep.
Can
Of
you
course there's
imagine if
blood in
they
my
sent
stool.
that
I've had a
back to
hemorrhoid
you?
since I was 23.
Yeah, and then the commercial says there could be false positives
It's
too.
confirmed.
Yes,
That's
yes.
bullshit.
Even if you,
The thing they don't
Even if
tell
you
you
get
is that
false
they could
negatives.
send it back to you. No, thank you.
That fucking reek. No,
Yeah,
thank you.
I don't need a return.
What
You don't
the
have to
hell
put a
is this?
return address.
You
on that.
open it up, the stink, like 2 weeks later.
we need, you know what? We should book an oncologist or somebody in the
Yeah.
future because
Yeah.
I got questions about like
I have
but, like-
questions.
they have like full body scans now, and it's like
Why-
that was
why-
kind of a
why is
joke
this
in the
necessary?
Scrubs episode 20 years ago. Like, yeah, so there's I think
Star
there's some
Trek.
sort of a racket with all this cancer testing. I kind of think
Well,
it's a little
I think
sus.
Japan is
Yeah.
invented a toilet that will take your shit and analyze it.
Oh,
I'm serious. That will
AI.
analyze it.
you just take a
and-
picture of your shit now and
No,
have
no,
Chat
That's a big
GPT
thing.
to
I've
figure
seen
out
it.
what you ate.
Well,
There's going to be a
analyze
video of
the
some guy
sample.
doing this going, get out.
You guys, anybody
Get
that's
out.
watching, go check it out. See if there's any Japanese.
It's going to be so smelly that guys are like,
The-
get out now.
It's like the, it's like the
toilet actually does it.
Japanese.
The toilet does it.
The Japanese have a toilet for everything. It sounds like.
Yeah.
No, there's a picture of this woman, and she's on her back in a tub with her butt straight up and shooting a big old pile of brown juice fountain
Hey,
stuff
we,
coming
hey,
out of her butt.
we didn't
We
watch
didn't order 2 women in a cup.
You can look it up.
yeah,
It's
that was 2 women in a
it's called
cup.
Asian fountain
girls walking
ass.
I'm having a hard time with the term butt juice.
Yeah,
I don't know about
okay,
anybody
so,
else, but
Gene, the fact that you know this information is
Because I've seen it.
what
Oh.
that's the bad thing.
You know what I did? I typed.
no, we don't want to know what you did.
No,
we don't want to know what we
Shut
don't.
the fuck up and let me talk for once.
We don't.
I
want,
typed in hello on my computer and all this freaking porn came up. No, it's not my fault.
hello.
That's
Hello?
because
Yes, that's actually true.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
no, you didn't. You
yes, I did.
typed in hero.
No, and there had to be a hole in there somewhere.
Hero.
Hero hole.
Hero.
And that was in the 90s.
That was in the 90s.
No shit.
Yeah, when algorithms just started coming out.
yeah,
I'm not lying.
they're still working out the algorithm.
They're still
you know?
working out the algorithms.
That's not an algorithm. That better be
Hero?
I typed in hello, and then I found a picture of
and it sounded like
guy,
hole.
some guy doing something to another guy, and then
That
I
better
printed
be
it
your
out.
thumb, mister.
And then I printed it out, and I stick that as a bookmark in one of Brett's books.
Oh my God! I opened it up, and this is when I'm going to school. I open it up, and then there's this guy taking it in the butt,
Oh boy.
and I'm like, "Oh my God!" And there's people around. Slam the book.
I love those like
And I'm like-
Impractical Jokers episodes.
Oh, my
where they go to
God.
a library.
Fucking pissed me off the day earlier.
And I'm like going. I'm like this. I'm like,
The passive aggressive.
no. I mean, I literally, I'm opening the book, and I'm like, what's this?
He came home. He was so freaking pissed off at me. I don't think he
There
talked
was
to me
like
for like 2 days.
there was like 8
Okay,
people.
Gene,
What?
8 people.
Gene,
What?
don't listen to this. But Brett, next chance you get, set her ringtone to some sort of porno voice.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, and then when you call her, make sure she's in public or something. Okay, Gene, you can listen now.
Okay, that's
well,
perfect.
you know, it's funny because I remember Marla from TGI Fridays, Mad Marla.
Yeah.
I don't.
So
Patrick, you know her?
I had
Yeah.
I had my
because I was like sick of looking at her fucking crusty fucking post every day.
I had to. What I did was I put on my phone. It was a belch and bleh, bleh, for a ringtone, and I set it next to her. Went to the bathroom, grabbed my other friend's phones. We called it, and then he was like videoing it. It was like brah, brah, and everybody's looking at her, and she got so fucking pissed. She took my phone and threw it across the bar. She
Yeah.
was so mad.
Well,
After
I
that,
think
I was
you
like,
called her. Her name wasn't Marla. It was Debbie Downer, I thought.
no.
Or that
Marla
was a different.
She
that
was
was
great,
different.
but
No,
Oh,
Marla was
okay.
awesome.
I'm sorry. I take that back.
Marla
Sorry.
was one of the most loyal
Okay,
people
say it.
I've ever
Sorry.
met.
Sorry, take that
loyal,
back.
and she was cool. I loved her, and I haven't talked to her in quite a few years, probably after because of that. But it was the belch on, and she just gave me the Marla look, and it was like, and everybody cowered, like everybody's like, who did that? And everybody's like, and pointing at me, and I'm like, oh. Fuck.
So you took.
So
the,
we gotta-
You took
we
the
gotta talk
slack
about-
for everybody.
Everybody's pointing at me, and I'm like, oh fuck, and
So
I'm like,
Brett took the
yeah,
slack.
I
So we got to
did it.
talk about the movie Waiting because you bring up Marla.
Yep.
And I just watched this thing. I love that movie, but I just watched this thing. So Marla would have been like, the actress with the black hair. She's just always stupid, psycho, babble, bullshit, asshole. Like, but I was just reading some facts of this. So that movie was actually written by someone that worked at TGI Fridays, and it was shot in a former Bennigan's location. So like all of this just adds up to that corporate fucking restaurant feel of the 90s. And it's like every time I see if I go to Chi-Chi's or I'm sorry, not Chili's or Applebee's, which I
Chi-Chi's.
don't.
You mean
Chi-Chi's
Chili's?
is back.
Chili.
But if I
You
go
mean
to Chili's or
Chili's?
Applebee's, like it's just I can't.
Chi-Chi's
stop
are
but
the
just
things
look.
on women's chests, not Chili's.
Yeah, well, no.
Chi-Chi's. You know.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
No, let me see you Chi-Chi's. Yeah.
That is true, though. That is true. Chi-Chi's are titties. Sorry.
Yeah.
But
Chi-Chi's
the
are
funny thing is that movie Waiting, working at it's several TGI Fridays. I mean, when I mean by several, like
What movie's
10.
Waiting?
Waiting, you must watch the movie Waiting. It is one of the most fantastic restaurant movies from the
What year did it come
employees.
out?
Oh, it's
I
probably
saw a clip from that, and it's hilarious.
in the early 2000s, maybe. I don't know.
You saw
Yeah,
a
it
clip
was,
on that?
a clip.
It was a 2000.
Ryan Reynolds was in the movie, and I'll tell you
love
that
Anna Faris. There's some-
Anna Faris, yeah.
But
Dane
I'll
Cook.
but I got to tell you right now that what you saw
Ryan
in that movie was probably
100%.
about 80 to 90% true, factual stuff.
The creepy manager to hitting on
Yeah.
the 17-year-old hostess.
This is a lot of actors that
Yeah,
I've
the
never even.
spitting in the food thing. Yeah,
That's why you always should be nice to your
that
server.
didn't
That's why you
really
don't-
happen,
Exactly.
but everything else did. I mean, it was. I watched that movie going, oh my god, did they
Did they
film
put it
that?
in
So
a
when the
pancake?
steak falls on the floor, they would just pick it up and throw it on the plate. Like, oops.
I will
comment,
not
right?
confirm or deny that statement.
Well, it's already 20 years old.
I knew a guy that worked at Perkins and he peed in the pancake batter.
Oh.
Burnsville.
Was his name
Was his
Wu
name
or
Wu
something?
Tang?
No. It
Makes
should have
me-
been.
Is that back when they had the wishing well?
Oh, well,
Oh, yeah, I remember
they,
that.
they had the peeing well there.
They had, there was a well full of choking hazards for children.
Actually, it
Remember
wasn't.
those?
Yeah.
It wasn't a guy peeing in
Wow.
the pancake batter.
Here's
It was an employee that he knew that did that. Anyway,
here's the conclusion that I'm coming to.
No,
As a special education teacher, it's
we don't need any.
It's obviously that it's not working. And
Yeah, because we're all special ed right here.
do special education teachers do any good at all on anything?
I was a bartender at TGI Fridays.
Yeah.
in several of them, and I remember the one in Roseville. the TGI Fridays in Roseville, which was an iconic TGI Fridays. And we had people from Best Buy coming in, Timber Lodge coming in, Ruby Tuesdays, which was another, all these restaurants and service industries. And they would come in, and it was like insane. If you've ever watched like that TV show, Chuck, that was back in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
I mean, those were the people that would come in. I mean, it was like crazy. They'd fill the bar and they'd party down and drink and have fun. And
Was
it
it
was
Chuck or Chuck?
crazy.
Well, I bet the tips were good because
The
they're
tips
like
were
servers
great.
and
I
stuff.
mean,
They're like, I got a
that's
tip.
how we paid our bills.
Right.
But I mean, but the people that would come in, they would cut loose, and holy shit.
I know.
But the restaurant industry as a whole, I mean, they worked hard at what they did, but you had to have fun, and you had.
I'm not talking about the restaurant industry. I'm talking about the people, the patrons. What would behoove you to pee and shit?
Nobody. When I worked at Roseville,
Come on. I mean, what would
Nobody.
I mean, no.
Wait,
I'm gonna
Have you ever?
right now.
take that statement
have you
a couple ways.
Have you ever had the inclination
No.
to pee into something,
No.
Never.
or to spit into something? You were a bartender for how
Never.
long?
Oh,
okay,
God,
okay,
for
and
most of my life.
and I'm sure that you had across your mind.
Well,
Yeah,
Stacy,
wait.
if he did, do you think he'd admit it on a
No,
podcast?
No,
I
well,
mean-
no, but see, I know Brett, so I can ask this question because I know he wouldn't. But I know he would probably think, God, I'd love to fucking.
No, never.
Okay,
I'm going to tell you right now.
but you know,
a person's food, I'm going to tell you right now, is sacrilege.
Exactly.
yes.
Not
But
mess
okay,
with a person's food.
okay, so you have this mentality.
Never fuck a man.
How do you
fuck
get to the
around with a
point?
man.
What? Okay, yes,
Man's
exactly.
French fries.
So
Never fuck around with a guy's car
here's
or his
here's the
french fries, or his
question.
girlfriend.
Here's the question: how do somebody get to the point where they want to defile somebody's food or drink or anything like that? Or what?
I do it all the time. It's hilarious.
I just,
No.
Dude, I'll tell you this right now.
Wow.
I'll tell you this right now.
yeah.
When I worked at TGI Fridays, we fucked with a lot of shit with people and stuff like that, but never the food
Yeah.
and the drinks.
Yeah.
And the reason was because
No
we
roofies?
because we took a lot of pride in
You know what? That's
what we
bullshit.
did.
I think you guys served me once with a straw with the penis head on it, like they do at the bachelorette parties. You did that to me once.
That's because one of the bachelorettes said, "Is that
No,
I
no,
think
he-
that over
he-
there?"
no.
And I'm like,
They read the room and they knew you wanted it.
no, they
It's
asked.
like, oh, Patrick wants a penis.
Micro penis.
Actually, I think that was Marla that did that to you
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
from a party. But I mean,
Marla.
nobody,
It's always a Marla.
but nobody messed with the drinks or the food because that's what was our masterpiece.
Welcome to Swanson family dinner.
Oh my!
My
No, I
mom,
did-
she'd
I
always
did-
go, no,
Like the TV dinner, Swanson?
No.
yeah,
The Swanson
What-
family dinners
No,
were.
and my mom would sit down.
Yep.
She'd make this huge, I don't know, Christmas or Thanksgiving or Easter, whatever dinner, and she'd sit down and go, and no butt talk this time. And of course, it always ended up in butt.
Well, and then Bob, her husband, Bob would always start the butt talk, and and Pat would just be like,
Yeah.
you could see her, and she's getting mad, and he would just chuckle and start the butt talk, and everybody else would start talking. Patrick, it's akin to the guy that punches the hockey player in the face, and the bench brawl comes out, and they're all fighting, and the kid
The
that started
Donnybrook.
it that crawls up from underneath it and skates back to the bench and sits there, and he's like this going,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I did
No,
that.
no. It's
I
one
did
of my
that.
favorite things to do. It's sometimes it's nice to open a door, throw a hand grenade in there, and shut it. I mean,
Well,
it's
that's
fun.
what Bob would do at family
Hey.
dinner.
The
Because
instigator.
Pat would say no butt
Yeah.
talk, and as soon as he had a chance, he'd start up the butt talk
Yep.
and watch the rest of the table take over.
Just
with
went
the butt
vir-
talk.
It
Yeah.
went viral at the Swanson household.
Oh my
did.
God!
But we have a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was great. It was. I
was
gotta
nothing-
tell you,
It was nothing but fun.
It-
I will
fun.
tell you right now that the Swanson holiday dinners I looked forward to.
they are the best.
They were the best ever. I mean,
Yep.
it was great. I would walk, I'd walk away from that family dinner. I'd go home and my face would hurt from laughing so much. I mean, it was great. I would look forward to it all of the time. People's like, oh my, what do you think of your wife's mom? And I'm like, she's awesome.
Well, that's
Dad's
a
awesome. The
beautiful thing when
family's
you can
awesome.
enjoy the
Everything's awesome.
in-laws.
It's like, it just, and I look forward to it. I still do to this day. We go when we go down to Tennessee and we meet up with the family. It is a blast.
Sounds like it.
It's awesome.
Yeah, we're
and
real. We're called real people. That's why.
and if anybody could ever experience that, you're in a treat. You have a treat going for you. So
Yeah.
anyway,
When I was a
Wow.
child, we used to have. So my dad was the youngest of 13.
Whoa.
My grandma was an Irish Catholic lady,
Your
and my
dad-
grandfather was.
Your dad was the youngest of 13.
Oh my gosh.
I guess they were Catholic, so they weren't using protection, and I guess
no, that's
my
what they
grandpa
did.
liked to get after the lady. I guess.
Boom chicka
But,
wow wow.
That's what they
So
did.
yeah, my grandfather was 100% Norwegian.
A stud? A stud?
He was a stud. He served in World War I and World War II.
Wow.
So
Major
we got to have
stud.
a Christmas party
Wow.
at the Star Spangled Banner VFW. I'd have hundreds of cousins because out of those 13 aunts
Oh,
and
yeah.
uncles that I had,
Yeah.
they all had 6
The
kids.
math
and They all
alone.
had
Holy
6
shit.
kids.
The math alone is mind bending.
Yeah. it
What
was
are the family
crazy, but-
reunions like? That must be awesome, right?
Yeah,
We
they'd go
kinda
to
didn't-
the stadium.
The Christmas
Yeah, the
was
stadium.
the family reunion, so but we had some that were smaller later in the years. But I like literally 5 years ago got a new cousin, like out of the blue. I get a friend request. I'm like, yeah, I'm your cousin. I'm like, oh, cool. Who's your-
473 now.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I've got a ton of them.
so Patrick, you didn't get like the email saying I'm your son.
Yeah.
Not
The
yet.
surprise.
No, he goes, not yet.
Then
But
you go to,
don't-
that's when you go to Ancestry, you look it up, and then it says, yeah, that's your son.
Mad Marla's son.
Yeah,
Oh
It's
my God.
yours.
yeah. Marla's got
I'm 20% Irish, I found out. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's 100% Irish in the household. So, got that going for you.
Because I do the Irish yoga.
Irish yoga.
What is Irish yoga compared to regular yoga?
Sprawled across a bar stool, a
Oh
chair.
yes, I remember that joke. But
Slumped across a doorstep. That back bend that you never thought you could do. Stuff like that.
Patrick, do you remember Polly that was a bartender at O'Donovan's Irish pub, the Irish guy?
Oh, hi, Paul.
yeah,
Polly
Paul.
was bald. He was like Irish,
yeah.
Irish,
Paul.
just
Paul.
awesome guy. Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. And I walked into the bar one day and I was wearing an Irish yoga t-shirt that showed people laying over stuff. And he looked at me and goes, give me the shirt. Give me the shirt. I need that shirt.
No, I bought one for him.
And she bought it for him, but he was like out of, I don't wore it because he was like gone. I mean, he was out of town for like 6 months. He came back and I'm like, yeah, this was your shirt. It's mine now. And he goes, give me that shirt. Give me that shirt now. I want the shirt. That shirt's mine. And made me change shirts. So I mean, and he was a smaller guy, so I give him the shirt. The shirt
And then
fits
Brett
him,
goes,
and
"Give me-"
I'd come out of the bathroom. I'm wearing like
No.
like a half shirt. Going,
You got your
are you
midriff
kidding
going.
me? Yeah. Oh,
No,
my
Brett
God.
came out of the bathroom and he wasn't wearing a bra. He was wearing a bro.
Bro, the man's here.
I thought he was going to ask for it because he was pissed off that it was insulting. him,
No,
but
he
then,
was
no,
not
just
going.
gonna
He
use it.
wanted. He put it on. He's walking around strutting
Take
like a
that fucking
peacock
shirt
with
off.
the Irish yoga
bloody
shirt on it.
bastard. Fuck
It
you
was
up.
awesome.
Knock him over the head with a shirt.
Strutting around like a peacock.
Yeah, he's walking around. He's like, "Yep, look at
Irish
my
yoga.
shirt, the
Huh?
Irish
Ah.
yoga."
This will be here at 1:00.
And he looked at it. He goes, "Give me the shirt." And he goes, "Give me the shirt now." And I'm like,
That's fun.
"What do you mean now? I'll wash it and give." No, I need to wear that shirt. Give me the shirt now.
So we're going to Ireland in November, hopefully.
Yeah, we will.
I already got the cord to plug my hair dryer.
Yeah,
in.
Gene's already planning for the Irish, the Wild
13
Colonial
months from now?
Boys. Yes, Wild Colonial Boys tour
Jesus.
in Ireland. So
Yeah.
What's Wild
We're-
Colonial
we're
Boys?
go- we're there.
I'm uninitiated.
Well,
I
he
probably
was-
won't be able to go.
Oh, you are going. Oh,
No, I'll be dead
yes.
from colon cancer.
No, you're going.
Early
No, you
detection.
had-
You can
Early
die while you're there, but you're going.
You'll have a blast. And you've been over.
I've been there. I've
I
been
know.
Well,
I was
if he's
just
got
gonna
colon
say.
cancer, he sure will have a blast.
right out my arse.
Wow.
I'm
right-
sorry for the people with
Where
colon
is it?
cancer.
Right
out there.
before you go
Yeah,
into
don't
the
make
hospital,
fun of
yeah,
that.
have a blast.
Yeah, why
My-
are we making
my-
fun of cancer?
I have colon cancer in my family sometimes.
She does. Mom had colon cancer. Dad had colon
You
cancer.
should get a colonoscopy. I
yeah,
don't, so I'm not getting one.
yeah, better get one, Patrick. I did,
No,
and I
I'm
had a clean colon. Yes.
Yep, I know. Waste of time, right?
No,
But it felt good.
Hey,
no, it did not. I was on that toilet, and I mean, things that were coming out of my ass.
It's a blast.
I can't even explain the horrors.
Oh, explain
the
it.
Hey,
horrors.
Patrick, if you can't suffer a little bit, so you don't have to suffer a lot, I have nothing for you.
When I was 21, I went in because I had an earache, and
Yeah.
the guy tested me for testicular cancer. So I just had a bad
For an
rap with
earache?
doctors ever since then. It was in Door County, Wisconsin. It was my first radio job. I literally had
Yep.
an earache, and he's like, new doctor, actually, brand new in town. And he's like, have you been tested for testicular cancer? Because it's rising up in males. And I'm like, no. And he's like, well, drop your shorts. And
Wow,
he
that's-
did an exam.
Well, in my case, the doctor would have said, "All right, pull your pants up."
You're good.
All right, yep, I seen it all. Up you go.
Yeah.
No, it's funny because I wanted ChatGPT to write me a story because I've been doing this. I was going to do an anti-bullying program at the college group, and I asked it to, I'm an 8-year-old boy that is bullied. I'm half Japanese, and my name is Stacy, and I'm being bullied, but no one's listening to. How can I get out of this or resolve it? And one of the first jokes that comes up is they give me crap about being Chinese, and I'm like, no, I'm Japanese. And that's been the biggest thing of all my life, is that everybody will always say something about me being Chinese or a Chinese joke or whatever, and I'm like, no, I'm Japanese.
What's the difference between Chinese and Japanese?
What's the difference between?
I'm just asking because I don't know.
Well, no, I mean,
I'm being honest.
What's the difference between French people and German people?
No, answer the question.
Well, there's no
That's a
difference.
A border.
There's
A border.
There's a huge difference. There's a language difference. There's a very big cultural difference. Just because we all have the same eyes and everything, the whole culture is different. Irish. What's the difference between Irish people and German people? A vast difference. The culture is very, very different.
Yes, but they both drink beer, so they're the same.
yeah, they're the same.
Yeah, but
Um,
in America, we got to push everybody.
So
into groups.
well, that's the whole thing with white. It's like everybody's white.
Okay.
Well, fuck, Irish, German, French, Russian, we're all
Okay.
completely different. So here's the thing. Japan is the size of California, and it has half the population of the United States in it.
Wow.
So you take half the population of the United States, put it into California, and you have Japan.
Well, no
Wow.
wonder nobody talks on the subway.
That's why
They're trying to
there's
just
like
not kill each
you know
other.
Yep. So
80-story buildings and everybody's stacked
nobody
upon
lives.
each
Nobody.
other.
Yeah,
They live-
everybody.
they
you
live
have
on
to
top of
very,
each
very
other.
respectfully. So it's some completely different China, completely different Korea. Africa has 54 countries,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Okay, you have
in a continent.
in one
On the
continent, you have
continent.
54 countries.
Yep.
That's why I don't like the term African American.
Exactly.
You have Egyptians, there you have Moroccans, you have Somalians, you have Congans, you have it's,
Yeah, but that makes
Even
people
within
think.
India, there's like
Oh, there is. yeah.
hundreds of
exactly.
different
Yeah,
like
that's true.
states
Exactly.
within India that people don't know about.
Yeah.
They have
Exactly.
different dialect and customs and language.
So when someone says
To
I'm
be in
African
India, you gotta know like
American,
6 languages.
Yes, exactly.
so when someone says I'm African American, Brett goes,
I don't like that.
Oh, so what part of Africa? And this actually happened. And Brett
Oh,
goes,
yeah.
Really?
and she goes, well, Africa. And he goes, well, which country? And she goes, well, Africa.
We were having a respectful conversation,
Oh, yeah.
and it was right after George Floyd, and I pulled this gal over for going like 50 miles an hour in a 30.
Uh-huh.
And she's late for work, and she's just zipping through and doing the pole position kind of stuff. And I don't like pulling people over, but this was egregious. People are looking at me in their cars going,
You're gonna
All
do
right.
something?
"You gonna do something?" And I'm like,
Little action over here.
crap. So I gunned it, and I caught up with her. Like 6 blocks later, she was doing probably more than like 60.
Jeez.
But I matched her speed at 50 and a 30. And I pull her over, and the first thing when I walked up is she pulls you're a white cop pulling over a colored
the
woman
race
kind of
card.
stuff. And I just kind of went, that's not it. I pulled you over for this reason.
You pull over a car, you don't see the person in it.
I go, she goes, I am late for work. And I'm like, well, what are you doing? And she's wearing scrubs. I work at the hospital. I go, you work at the hospital driving like this?
She's an ambulance
And
driver.
you work at the hospital. And you don't think that that's a problem? What happens if you get in an accident?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to be one of the people that they have to work on at the hospital that
She
you work at?
gets to treat herself.
And
Well,
she's
they
like,
won't have to put her in a gown.
Well, she told me she didn't believe me because of who I was, what I looked like. And I brought her back to my squad, and I turned off the video, and I played it for her.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is. Here's the miles per hour.
Yep.
And she just kind of went, oh. Well, you don't understand. I'm like, if you don't think that what happened to George Floyd affects me.
It's not about understanding and not understanding. Here's what people don't understand. We don't pull over a person because we can't really see the person in the car. I would like to challenge everybody,
Especially me, because I'm short.
Yeah, and you're looking over. I would like to challenge everybody
In
to,
what
to
way?
look at.
Well, they think
look
he's a
at-
child
yeah.
driving the car.
I see two hands.
Well, you just don't see it. You just don't see it. You usually see the car infraction. Whatever that automobile is doing, you never ever see the human inside of it. We have no idea where they're from, who they are. I can't when people are coming at me on the freeway, I can't tell anybody's color or race or
Well, we
anything
know
like that. But if you have an out headlight or you're speeding or you're doing any of these infractions, that's what I see. And now when they roll down the window, it was always on how they responded. When they roll down the
moment they
window,
roll
if
the
a
window
big
down?
well, first of all, if a big woof of marijuana comes out,
Yep.
Sweet.
we have a problem.
Well,
right?
yeah, and
Now,
you can-
if you look at me and you go, so this is what happened before. I mean, I've had people run, and this is on a military base. So when I'm an MP and I pull them over because they blatantly ran that stop sign. That was what that car did. I pull them over, and when they roll down the window, and the attitude that you get right when that happens, hi, what the fuck you pulling me over for? Now, you just changed the whole dynamic.
And that's the whole thing that you and I are eye to eye on. People talk themselves into tickets all the time.
all the
Right,
time.
right.
No,
I was just going to give you a warning.
So-
for that, but now you.
I've had
motherfuck me,
many people. I pull over and they roll the window. It's like, gosh, I am so sorry. I apologize. Boom, right away. You just set a behavior.
You set the tone.
Yeah, you set the tone and you set that cop's behavior.
So
Right?
what tone did she set with you, Brett?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
no, but that's the whole thing. I mean, Jean's gone through it too. As on the other side, the tone that she set is that she said, "This is the reason why you don't trust cops." I'm like,
I never said that.
no, not you. I'm talking about the woman that I pulled
That's what I was
over,
talking
and I was like, "What are you talking about?" And she goes, "So this is the reason why we don't trust police." And I'm
Yeah.
like, going, why?
Well,
Because you were weaving
The way you respond.
at 50, 60 miles an hour. She goes, when I showed it to her, the tone changed.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not here to give you a ticket. I'm here to give you a warning. Okay. You can't drive like this because someone's going to get hurt. You're going to hurt somebody. You're going to get in a car accident. You're going to hurt somebody just because you're late for work, and you're going to blame me for pulling you over.
Yep.
And pull this thing, this
always what happens.
card.
Yep.
And I said, if you want to discuss it further, here's my card. Let's have coffee.
Yep.
You name the place, I will be there. And
Here's
we can
the main
discuss it
message.
further. And she knew she effed up. It's like that.
Every
the
time you
meme
get
that
pulled
says,
over,
Yeah.
if
at
you get
this
pulled
point,
over,
they knew they effed up.
comply. That's all you have to do.
And
is just be nice.
She regressed and said,
I'm sorry.
finally said, she said, I'm sorry. I'm like, I'm sorry too, because not for what for pulling you over, because you deserved it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry that you have that view, because she goes, you don't understand this thing about George Floyd. I'm like, are you kidding? I worked the homeless action team.
Mm-hmm.
I worked at getting people involved in getting them into, certified housing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm helping people with drug addiction. Most of these people are people of color. And I go,
All cops do
in
is do
9
that.
minutes, 9 minutes, it destroyed 5 years of work
Right.
in 9 minutes. So I go,
Yeah.
if you don't think I'm pissed off about it, you are sorely
That's
mistaken.
all cops
Yes.
do is
Sorely mistaken.
all cops do is try to help people
Thank you.
and be better.
And the
Yeah.
thing
And-
is that the cops,
and-
the cops know, and now they're doing a better job. But back then it was like,
there's
it's a perception
there's
thing.
There's
you
buttheads
think
on
you're
it.
doing the right thing, but the look of what you're doing, you need to have some compassion going on in order to make it. I'm sorry, arrests don't look good. They never do.
No,
They look abusive. They look
situations
out
don't
of,
look good.
and people walk in, they don't know what's going on, and it's a perception issue. And if you don't have in the back of your mind, am I doing something that could be perceived as something more negative than what I'm doing? You're in trouble. You have to be able to handle things in a way that the perception doesn't go sideways.
Yeah, yep.
And still get the job done.
Yeah. Patrick, how many times have you been pulled over
Like 3, I think.
in your life? In your life?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Maybe only 3. It was like 3. Yeah.
Wow.
What?
Besides,
Oh, wait, we don't want to go
Yeah.
there.
Besides that, how many times have you been in trouble with the law?
Nothing. Never.
Why is that? Why is that? All the bars you never got into trouble.
That's amazing.
Well, but people
So, no,
are.
I
Some
got a
people are
DUI
smart.
in 1998.
Did you play
and
the
that was the first and
93X
last.
card? You played the 93.
Well,
No.
and one of the things that happened to Jean, and Jean talked to me about it, is she got pulled over. She was at a .06 or 04. And this trooper pulled her over because she was merging onto the freeway without her signal on, and said that she
No,
made
it
a
was
lane
a-
change without a signal.
A legal lane change, but I was merging, so that was legal.
So that was completely legal. You don't need to have your blinker on as you're merging. You don't, because it's not a lane change. So she went through the motions and had Jean do the sobriety tests. And then at the very end, she had her blow, and it was well below. And she goes, well, do you want me to have someone tow your car?
It's below the limit.
So,
And Jean's like, no, I'll drive it myself. Thank you. And slammed the door as she's walking away. I mean, but, back in the day.
No, but what she first said though was, I heard you had your music really loud.
okay, so here's the problem.
And I'm gone.
Here's the
Fuck you.
real problem is that the
That
number of
perception
people
was wrong.
the number of people that go into law enforcement or any of these fields that want to help people, and
Yes.
and you have many types of personalities that go into this. But some are very-
A-type.
Yep.
You got to
Yep.
remember.
Yep.
They're
A-type.
all
Yep.
A-type.
Yeah, they're all A-type, and they all okay. So, and everybody has seen these kids in elementary and middle and high school. They're
Well,
the ones that are it's like, oh,
Can I ask you one thing?
Yep.
It's one thing for me to explain what A-type personality. It's another thing for you to explain what A-type
Is
personality
this
means.
type A?
yeah, type A
Okay,
personality.
okay.
You're very very aggressive. You're high trait You're pretty disagreeable.
I think I'm
and your high
type
trait
F.
conscientiousness and your high trait extroversion. So you have and you're really low trait neuroticism. So you have a personality type that is a big leader. They want to lead. They want to show justice and like high trait conscientiousness is orderliness and dutifulness. So these are the people that work all the time, and they and there's a
get back
lot
to
of
your
diff-
point.
there's
Get back to your point.
there's a lot of stuff in here that I'm not a professional in this. So
But what I'm
the basic-
saying
yes,
is
yeah.
from
So, yep.
someone from a psychological aspect.
So
can say,
you have all those friends that, the tattletales. You see the tattletales growing up. They did this and they did this. And they always want to tell. And I've had those. We've all had those friends. They grow up to be because they're rule bound.
Yeah,
We're
thanks a
rule
lot,
bound.
Stacy.
we're rule bound. We want to have rules and orderliness. So.
Snitches get stitches, bitch.
or they end up in ditches.
So these people are out there and they become these things and that's fine, but your story is right.
My story is the fact that sometimes that cops can be overbearing.
Yes, they do this. When
And-
you go into this,
and
they'll want to bust everybody.
Right. And when you notice, I mean, like when I started out, I gave everybody a ticket.
Yes, exactly.
So you're
Right
just
when you-
took him to jail.
overzealous. You're just
Yeah.
overzealous when you're.
Well,
yeah, you're overzealous because
but I
they,
took
they
him to
broke the law.
jail.
They broke the law. They broke the law. They broke the law.
I-
That's all they'll
I had a
do.
cop
Yeah.
friend. If he pulled somebody over in his county, he would let them, or city, he would let them with a warning. If you were
Yeah.
from Bloomington
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
driving
Yeah,
through Elk River
yep,
like a
yep,
bat speed
yep.
out of hell, ticket.
Yep.
That's how he explained
Well,
it to me.
and
But if
and
you're a
that's the-
local person and you're going to see him again, you give him a warning first.
Yeah, so you have this realm of
Yeah.
of new cops.
You got to
and
keep
right-
a sense of community at the
of
same
right
time,
when they
right?
when they get in,
Yeah.
they want to prove a point. You know, most police officers want to prove a point when they go into a job. It's like everybody that goes into a new field, they want to prove their worth and they want to prove
Right.
that.
It's like when
that-
you go to prison, the
Yes,
first day
yeah,
you
yeah,
find
they-
the toughest guy and you,
Yeah.
you pick a
Yep,
fight.
well,
hopefully
that's
you kick his
exactly-
ass
and then
don't
you
get
die,
shanked.
and
Yeah.
then everybody's
And
going to the.
Yeah,
because
before
Then nobody's going to fuck with you
Yeah.
because
in
they know you're
between
crazy.
in
You wanna
between when they're trading me for a carton of Cools.
And I'm surprised Brett didn't give me a ticket.
You're getting a
first of
special
all,
kind of colonoscopy in prison, that's for sure.
first of all, is
The
establishing
Newport.
Yeah, establishing your pecking order.
Yeah.
You want to first establish your pecking order and go, yep, and I can do this and I see this. As you go through it, you go, you know what? It's not a big deal.
Well, but that's the whole thing that
yeah.
people need to know. I mean, when kids are starting out,
Yep.
when I started, I was older. I gave everybody a ticket because I went through the motions, and I gave them a ticket so I could get,
Prove yourself.
well, not to prove myself. I'd get better at what I'm doing and what I'm seeing.
Prove
You know,
yourself.
so I would
Is
give
to prove
tickets
yourself.
as
Yep.
when I became a sergeant, and I'm looking at stuff. I cared less about
Yes,
the
yes.
minutia.
Yep. You
Of
want to prove
the
yourself
problems.
that
I don't care anymore. You
Yeah.
know what? It's not a big deal for
Yep.
if you went through the stoplight and you said I didn't see that.
Yep.
Have a nice day.
But again,
But when I was a first year on
Yes,
probation and I
absolutely.
pulled somebody over, I'm like,
you want to prove yourself.
here's your
Yep.
ticket.
So
Yep.
there's a
Absolutely.
probationary period. Did you have a
Everything you go
probationary
to-
period as an MP?
Of course, everybody does. You're private. You're E0 or E1, you know, or
see.
E1 or E2. You know, you have a little. You know, it's like you are nothing, and they make that very, very clear. And your rank, especially when you're going through the military, your rank makes you really understand that you are nobody. You're anything you say doesn't matter. Anything you think, anything you feel doesn't matter. And as you grow on, you know, you get your PFC, you get your Spec 4, and as you grow a little bit more, and then you have, you know, E1s, E2s, E3s under you.
Right.
Now you understand that there's a ranking system. Okay,
Well,
so
and
it's
that-
very
Okay,
established.
so
that's
you're-
no different.
Just like military, just like police officers, just like
Okay.
doctors, just like every other thing, you have to be able to. You know what? You're new. Shut up.
They're learning the process, and they're doing this as they get older and they go through the process. They care less about the small stuff. Let me end it on this, on the podcast on this. I had a boss, one of the best bosses I've ever had, Lenny. Lenny did this. All he had to do when he walked up on scene and people were around and people were like, "Ah," he'd go like this, and people just, it meant shut the fuck up.
Yep.
And he'd walk up and do this. And when he walked on, he had so much charisma and he had so much,
Yep.
you know, vibrato that he would just do this and everybody would shut up and he'd take over
You just-
and curb everything going on.
And this is the important thing is that you have to understand people's knowledge and experiences and
Yep.
what they're
That's
professionally at. You know,
Yep.
like Patrick's younger than me. If I ever went into the whatever, I would ask him for his understanding and his what he knows. That's what we do as adults. We go, okay, even though they're younger, I know that they're a professional in this field, and I am the weaker one. I am the lower man on that pyramid. Can you help me out
Yeah,
and teach me? And
intellectual
that's what
humility.
kids don't do these
Sure.
days is they don't understand those hierarchies and go, you know what? And the martial arts this happens and everything that this happens. We have to understand that those are the ways that we progress is we have to be able to appreciate and understand other people's experience and ability.
On that note, we will see you next week.
Wu-Tang, bitch.
We're out.
If you've enjoyed that podcast, please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. You can find us at thebarwithpodcast.com, as well as YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. As always, thank you for your support and being a part of our podcast family.